Hey guys, it's Scott from fxmissions.com. Just a note, I've finished the trilogy of Anthologies from the Forefront, and all 3 books are currently available on Amazon.
Take your leadership to the next level. It's time for the Foundational Missions Leadership Moment with Scott McClelland of FX Missions.
Happy 2018 to you from your friends at FX Missions and the Leadership Moment. Thanks for jumping in with us. We have some great content we're developing for 2018, including a series on relationships. Why does that make me a little bit nervous? I don't know, but I've got a lot of experience, and I think redemptively so. I think if we hang in there with God's goodness and His grace, He redeems everything that happens in relationships, although much of it may not be pleasant when it happens. Anyway, we'll be talking to you in an upcoming series on relationships in the early part of this year. We hope you'll pray for us that we get it right. For now, we've got a episode here from our previous leadership intensive interviews, and we're kind of on a theme here. Please pray for us as we are coming up very soon on our Intensivo de Liderazgo in Nicaragua, and something we do every year. We invite young leaders. It's an invitation-only type of an event, and we invite young leaders to be a part of some training, intensive training. We bring a team in from various parts of the world, including the States, Mexico, and Nicaragua, from different parts of that country, and we train on leadership. So if that sounds interesting to you, reach out to us at info@fxmissions.com to see if you'd like to be a part of that or know more. Just now, we have an episode or an interview that we did with Joe de Lope. Joe has been on our team and involved for many years in Nicaragua. It's a great bro, and I've really enjoyed his friendship over the years. Joe's going to talk to us about his perspective on leadership, and it's super cool, especially taking into mind that he's, a young guy, especially compared to me. But we think you'll enjoy this from Joe. If you need to contact me or us, please do so at info@fxmissions.com. Here we are with an FX Missions Leadership Podcast and special guest starring Joe de Lope, a friend of many years. Thanks for sitting in with us, Joe. We appreciate it, man.
You're welcome, yeah.
And thanks for some years here of friendship, right? Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I think we met at one of the 7 years ago.
Yeah, was it
Does that sound right?
2010 to be exactly.
Okay, wow. So there you go, man.
I'm not counting, but...
Yeah, you're a precise person that
Mm-hmm.
I've come to understand.
Yeah.
No, man, thanks for jumping in with us here. Obviously, we're on the lead up. We're about to kick off the events of a Young Leaders Conference. You're part of the team now, not just in the
Right, yeah.
participant, and we're thankful for that and everything we've observed the Lord do in your life. So, yeah, man.
Yep.
Awesome. Appreciate you as a friend, brother, and as an emerging leader yourself. One of the things that we try to do on the leadership moment is get different perspectives on leadership. So
Right.
I would want, it helps us old guys to hear from guys your age. What is your perspective of leadership? Maybe you can think of a few things from a leadership standpoint that you think are important, that are uniquely important to you, and maybe in that way you represent your generation.
Well,
What comes to mind?
the first thing that comes to mind, it's obedience.
Obedience.
Obedience,
Okay.
right. It's one of the first things that you need to learn because no one else nowadays is following the rules of, hey, you have to be obedient because that will please God,
Right.
So it's not about to be famous or doing something like fancy
Right.
because you want to just show up your skills or something. But obedience is what's going to take you to the next level. It's going to give you steps that are precise on your service. And also, along with obedience comes humility or being humble. Those things together are, super awesome, perfectly powerful
Wow.
whenever you're following. Because nowadays it's so sad that there are leaders or people that are just followers. But when you think of a servant leader, it's more than just, hey, I'm a servant, and that's it.
Right.
So those two things come to mind whenever you speak about leadership moment.
Wow, man, that's cool. Yeah, it makes me think of Philippians chapter 2. You know, that's you know, exactly what that first part of that chapter says. So very cool, bro. That's a super biblical perspective. You know, as leaders, you know, no one's perfect, right?
Right.
No one gives a perfect example of leadership except one, right? Jesus. He was a perfect example of leadership.
He's the only one.
Yeah. Tell us something that you personally want to grow in respect to leadership. What would you like to see in yourself, in your life, in what you demonstrate? What would you like to see growth in?
Growth, I would like to see more. Well, actually, that's that's pretty interesting. I never thought about that question.
And you can't reuse the first two.
Yeah, yeah, that is exactly. I was expecting that, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're one step ahead.
One thing that I would like to see myself growing in the future will be organization.
Okay.
It's very important to be organized, because if you're not really organized, I mean, you're gonna be just like going like walking blind.
Right.
You know, and
wasting your effort.
Yeah, wasting your effort, wasting time. Time is something valuable. It's very important, and just being organized, it's a key. Yeah. But there's a lot of things that are important, but to me, is one of those.
Okay.
So
awesome.
Yep.
Growing an organization. Cool. Yeah, I gave up on that myself quite a year or two ago.
What?
You know, I figured, like, if you don't bring that to the dance, you know, how can you show it off? Myself, I don't have a very structured mind, but I know that, you know, that's one thing that makes us need each other, right?
Right.
As a team, you know, leadership is expressed most beautifully in a team form. Right. And I think because of that, we can realize our strengths, the things that we bring to bear on the situations we're in.
That's right.
And then what other people bring to bear. So we need each other, and we need to make sure that we recognize that, so that the people who we're, you know, interacting with, or the people that we're, you know, giving influence to, can have the best outcomes.
Yeah.
Bro, if someone wanted to reach out to you and, you know, give you feedback on your leadership moment, how could they get you? I mean, they're going to send you an email. They're going to hit you up on Facebook. Or they're going to they're going to send you something on some media thing I don't know anything about because I'm too old. I don't know. What you got?
Well,
what would be the best way?
Will be the best way through email.
Okay.
But now, you know, this generation is all about social media. So the quickest way will be Facebook. You know,
Facebook,
yeah.
And so, what's your Facebook handle or name or whatever?
Joe, capital D, L-O-P-E.
L-O-P-E. Joe D. Lope.
Lope. Right. Or my email is
the L capitalized? Joe?
No. I don't think so.
Okay.
Yep. Well, it's been a long, you know, I don't know if it. Anyway, yeah. Or in my email, it's Joe at fxmissions.com.
Joe at fxmissions.com. Awesome, bro. That's an easy email.
Yeah, it's
thinking ahead on that.
Yeah. If I give the other one, it's so complicated. So you don't want to get it.
Yeah, man. Well, thanks for sitting in with us, bro. We really appreciate it.
Sure, yeah, anytime.
And we'll double back with you downrange.
Yeah.
FX Missions Leadership Moment.
Yeah, I'm excited.
McClelland, and you're Joe Lope. And
right.
If you need to get in touch with us, they're going to do it at
Joe Lope, Facebook at Joe at fxmissions.com.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro. Talk to you soon.
Sure, man.
This leadership moment was produced in partnership with Engaging Missions. Have your leadership question answered by contacting Scott at fxmissions.com. Visit FX Missions to learn more about how you can grow your leadership and engage in missions. Visit engagingmissions.com for encouragement, insight, and resources from missionaries, ministry leaders, and church planters.